It's Madden NFL 23. And up next are the Texans' rookie running back. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Texans and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Gano now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor. Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Here's Smith to return it. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mills. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Unnecessary running defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones throwing on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Barkley again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on 4th down. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
They go play action. Mills.
And that is incomplete.
The Texans at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Mills now. Cooks on the quick slant.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try and run for him. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, it's Pierce.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's an option right. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he will have a Giants first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the two poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D. It's got to be priority 1.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Short little throw to Ebron. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. The 40. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Andy Isabella.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones to the right side to Eric Ebron. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1st down, Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go again with Pierce. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. Open man there, it's Collins, complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution. And then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Another carry for Pierce.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Play action now. Mills.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mills. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. the play fake. Mills.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From just shy of midfield, Jones.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play fake, Mills.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mills. This will be complete to Mechie.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
It was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing Jones. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Give to Pierce.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Cooks.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big